Hi, welcome to my kitchen. It's been a while since I did a video, but I'm starting to get back. I wanted to do something a little different. I know we've been doing a lot of the every plate and a little bit of comparison, but I stopped doing that because the food and the taste, just everything started to kind of start tasting the same. And I was getting backed up on food, and I stopped for a couple weeks, and then I just shut the whole thing down. So what I'd like to go do is go back to what I first started off with, and just making meals, home cooked fresh meals, and just showing you how I do it. So it's like doing new things to keep you interested in life. I went out and, well, first of all, I decided, what am I going to do? I said, I want to start doing some fresh homemade dishes and kind of price compare a little bit, just to say, well, if I went out and bought this and made it for myself, how much would it cost in relation to going out and either going to a restaurant or purchasing it, and just kind of compare the two. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm getting bulk meat, going to the butcher shop and getting the meat, and then bringing it home and cutting it, cleaning it in some cases, or just dividing it up into smaller portions and freezing it. I bought my first Smoky Mountain cooker smoker. I've never smoked anything before. I've always just used regular barbecue. The most important thing that I can say is, when you're trying new things and doing stuff, is to document what you're doing and do it in measurable ways. So when I say measurable ways, it's any way that's countable or measurable. So when you document it, you write it down, you log it or video it, and then later when you want to make an adjustment, you have a means of making an adjustment based on a measure or count, temperature, a measurement of thickness in inches, whatever, on how you actually did it. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is pretty much, when you smoke stuff, it's a longer process than just grilling. It's slow and low. So usually you're cooking at temperatures between 225 and 250. Alright, so what we have here is genuine pork spare ribs. 2 of them. So that's what it looks like there. Looks like you got 2, so I'm just going to throw that in the sink. Alright. There's a little cold water on this. So we got 2 different sides. Usually you're just supposed to cut all this fat and the silver skin off, and some of this other fat. I'll go ahead and do that. I don't have a boning knife, so I think that's something I'm going to have to buy. I'm just going to try and use this and see how this works. That's pretty sharp. It's not pointy though. Yeah, not working very well. A bunch of fat over here. Try to cut that off. Pretty much just pull and cut down on it. That's why I put the towel underneath there so it doesn't start pulling the cutting board. So when you buy bulk like this, you have to trim some of the fat yourself. And then any of this silver skin, this is what I'm talking about, silver skin. This right here. It's a light skin. And if I had a sharper knife, I could get it. It's just a matter of getting it started. This isn't really a fillet knife, but I might be able to get it underneath with the point. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Get underneath there. There we go. Definitely gonna have to invest in a better knives set. Alright, so there's some more over here, but I know this is not gonna fit on the grill, so I wanna feel for a bone. I'm just gonna cut that. I think I found a bone. Alright. So but I also want to trim anything that's sticking out. There's almost like a big bone sticking out there. Well, that's gonna burn, so oh well, I already know that. Alright, I'll leave some of that there. Flip it over. Now you got on this side, Got a big flap, some more fat here. Basically, I'm just gonna pull, and like on the videos, a lot of it you can pull off with your fingers, which is what I'm doing here. And then just using the knife to get at it a little bit more. So that's, looks like a lot of the silver skin there again. Get underneath it with this sharp knife, or pointy knife. Seems to work a little better. I actually started this a lot earlier in the day, but thing happened. I had to do some telework. I thought I had the day off, but I had to get some stuff done for work, make some calls and contacts, and do a lot of paperwork on the computer. But pretty much done with that. It's 6 o'clock, so we lost a lot of hours. This should take 5 or 6 hours to cook, so that leaves us being done at 11 or 12. I don't have to work tomorrow, and tonight's a Friday night, so got that going in our favor. And we'll just keep on going, and hopefully it'll be fun. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun. Alright, 6 o'clock. So this is my Smokey Weber, Smokey, whatever. I got a little, got it squared up using some shims. So it's shimmed up, and I got it pretty level going that way and that way. Alright, so there's one thing in our favor. So remember when I said we want to document everything, and we want to document it in measurable amounts. So the first thing that we're going to look at, excuse me, let me just get everything down here. So watching the videos and stuff, when they were talking about how much charcoal to use, right? They were just saying, oh, half a bag, or just put, like, fill it up to here. Okay, they didn't really give me measurable amounts. Half a bag, but how big of a bag? Is it a 20-pound bag, an 18-pound bag, a 15, 16-pound? You know, they're just saying a half bag, so I didn't like that. So what I have is a 20-pound bag, embers, charcoal briquettes. Alright, and in my guide, under pork ribs, for the weight, it's pretty much a full grill. 18-inch, which is what I have. They're recommending 15 briquettes, and it's going to give you a cook time between 4 to 6 hours. And wood chunks is 2 to 4. And internal temperature doneness when meat begins to pull from the bone. I do have a thermometer, electrical thermometer I can hook up. I also have the regular meat thermometers. But from what I've seen on most of them, you can tell when they're done just because the meat pulls up from the bone, and then you have the bone stick out, and that's pretty much how you can tell. And plus by lifting it up and seeing. So I'm not going to use a temperature. That's more for like a brisket or pork shoulder or pork butt. Just doing ribs. So I think 4 to 6 hours should be good. But we're going to learn. So this is saying 50 briquettes. So well, I'd like to get a little closer so you can watch what I'm doing, because I'm going to watch these videos later too and learn. So inside we have the grill there, and it rests on the 3 nuts that actually hold the feet on. So when I had put the screws in there, I made sure that the flat of the nut was upright. And then this is your charcoal holder, keeps it from falling out. And I noticed on a couple videos they have newer inventions where you have this is all one piece, so it makes the holes on the bottom smaller to hold your charcoal in, and it also comes with a center starter. But we'll see how this goes. It's our first time, so I'm not really expecting a lot. I'm going to try and get 50 briquettes out. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 48, 49, 50. Alright, so in their guide, let's see, approximate briquette size right there. So let's see how close we are to that. There you go. So we got 1 briquette. I think that's good. Alright, so we're supposed to have 50. A little paraffin wax starter. Put that in there. And I'm just going to go with the 1.